A group of Jewish House Democrats are accusing Democratic Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar of prejudice. The group says her tweet comparing the U.S. and Israel with Hamas and the Taliban is giving cover to terrorist groups. But the Congresswoman says she was seeking justice for victims of crimes against humanity. NewsNation correspondent Joe Khalil joining us live in Washington, D.C. So, Joe, could she face any consequences over this tweet?
You know, it's possible, Nicole, not likely at this point. Democrats are not calling for that. Republicans are, but Democrats are certainly criticizing Ilhan Omar. She's getting it from both sides. The context is important here, though. She was in a hearing talking to the Secretary of State about what happens to countries like Israel if they were to commit war crimes, but she later followed that up with a tweet where she did certainly lump together the United States and Israel with Hamas and the Taliban, known terrorist groups, according to the United States, and certainly that didn't sit well with either side of the aisle.
This includes crimes committed by both the Israeli security forces and Hamas.
Democrats issued a rare rebuke of one of their own, Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, for a tweet about crimes against humanity, saying, quote, "We have seen unthinkable atrocities committed by the U.S., Hamas, Israel, Afghanistan, and the Taliban." 12 Jewish American members of the House, all Democrats, released a joint statement. They say equating the United States and Israel to Hamas and the Taliban is as offensive as it is misguided. The United States and Israel are imperfect, but false equivalences give cover to terrorists.
Ms. Omar overstepped the appropriate bounds, and that was a mistake. She needs to not just partially walk it back, she needs to seriously walk it back.
Omar doubled down at first in response, calling her fellow Democrats' statement shameful, saying the Islamophobic tropes in this statement are offensive. The constant harassment and silencing from the signers of this letter is unbearable. Omar's tweet came after she questioned Secretary of State Antony Blinken about who holds nations like Israel accountable if its military commits war crimes.
Where do we think the victims of these supposed crimes can go for justice?
Omar later clarified in a statement, saying the conversation was about accountability for specific incidents regarding those ICC cases, not a moral comparison between Hamas and the Taliban and the U.S. and Israel. Speaker Nancy Pelosi's office issued a response from the Democratic leadership team that said drawing false equivalencies between democracies like the U.S. and Israel and groups that engage in terrorism foments prejudice and undermines progress.
Now, again, we've heard a couple of Republican voices say that Ilhan Omar should be stripped of her committee assignments. Again, that hasn't happened yet. We know that a couple of months ago, Democrats removed Marjorie Taylor Greene from her committee assignments. They had to do that through a vote in the House. But remember, they have the majority. So at this point, Nicole, unlikely we would see something like that for Congresswoman Omar.
All right, Joe Khalil live tonight in the Capitol. Thank you.